Hey everyone, we are working on practice sheet number 17. This says, for number 1, the distance on the map between Yappy City and Quiet City is 23 centimeters. What is the actual distance between the two cities? Okay, and it gives us the key or the scale. Okay, so guys, remember when you see a scale, we're going to set up a proportion, and I like to do line equals line equals line. Okay, your numbers will be here and our units are here. So I start with our scale. Now, normally with your scale, one of the numbers is a 1. This time it's not. This says 5 centimeters is 2 miles. Okay, I can flip-flop this, it doesn't matter. Okay, but 5 centimeters is 2 miles. And since this is a proportion, we're going to match the unit. So the other thing I see is 23. Okay, so 23 centimeters, I see centimeters here, so 23 goes here, and that will tell us how many miles it is. Okay, so that it's quick and easy, guys. Scale is pretty easy, just a proportion. Number 2 says, Kathleen was buying ribbon to make costumes. At Craft Plus, she can buy 15 yards for $6. So right here, this is a rate. 15 yards for $6. That's a rate. Or a ratio, 2 numbers but different units. If Kathleen needs 25 yards, how much will the cost be? So I'm looking for price. This says set up and solve a proportion. So again, line equals line equals line. We're doing a proportion. So let's start with what we're given. We're given it's 15 yards. 15 yards cost $6. Okay, that's all it is. You write the rate, write that information down. Now we have another number. A lot of you have been seeing this on Mathia. Okay, if Kathleen needs 25 yards, how much will the cost? Well, notice cost ends up on bottom. Okay, so your job is to cross multiply this. And now that I'm looking at this, this looks very similar to a different proportion we did on a different practice sheet. Okay, number 3. I'm not going to solve it for you. I am going to read it though. A tire on a toy car has a diameter of 13 inches. Very important. What is the circumference? Okay. So your job is to find the circumference. Make sure you're using C equals. Okay. Number 4. The rectangles below are similar. Find the value of x. The rectangles below are similar. Find the value of x. So, hopefully we know. We do, or I would do small to big, right? So, I'm going to start this and you're going to finish it. So we know we need x, right? So x is on the big, and it matches with, hopefully you know, 15 on the small. Okay? So you're going to put the other numbers in, put the number from the big, put the number from the small, and cross multiply. Okay? That will tell you what x equals. Okay? When you get x, I want you to put it here. Then number 5 says, what is the perimeter of the larger rectangle on number 4? So that means I need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. So you have to get number 4 right in order to get number 5. Okay? You have to get number 4 right in order to do number 5. And I'm about 100% positive that this answer is going to be a whole number. Okay? Number 6, we reviewed this recently, okay? Hopefully you know this is not triangle. I'm going to do this, right? We change it to this. I don't see a sign here, so I put plus. And hopefully you notice this is same, sum, add, decimal there, right? Same, sum, add to the right. Number 7, solve and write in simplest form. This is multiply. Okay, I'm going to let you know your answer on this, I can tell, will be a whole number. Okay. Texas, Texas. Okay. That's your job. Make it improper. Then you're going to multiply. I mean, I would find a relationship. At least one. There's 2, but I would at least find 1. Okay. Okay. Number 8. Trapezoid. A, B, C, D. Okay. A, B, C, D is similar to trapezoid. G, H, J, F. So, solve for X. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mark this. Okay, X is F, G, first and last. So that means it should match with A, D. Okay? That is probably something you can see, but I want you to do. The funny thing is, this is not drawn to scale because this looks like the big shape, this looks like the small shape, but when you look at the numbers, 18 is bigger than 12, so that could be confusing. But just go with the numbers. They obviously are not drawing it to scale. I'm going to let y'all set this one up, okay? I'll just put an X over here, and y'all put what it matches with, then put the other number and the other number, okay? Okay, number 9, we need our formula chart, okay? We have an easy one and a harder one. So our easier one is this shape. We all see a rectangle. I better see this on your paper. We're going to do the harder one over here. This is a quarter circle, okay? So if you think about a quarter circle, that would be like this. Okay, so this measure from here to here is the radius. So that's a radius right there. So I'm going to put that R equals 8. Then I'm going to go to my formula chart. And find my formula for area. A equals pi r squared. So our formula was A equals pi r squared. Y'all are getting better at this. We're not perfect, so I'm just going to be nice. Do this a little bit. Okay. So we know pi, that's on our formula chart, 3.14. What's our radius? Our radius is 8. Okay. Remember, 8 squared means 8 times 8. We should know that. 8 times 8, which is 64. So your job is to multiply 3.14 times 64. And whatever we get, this time we don't divide by 2. This time we divide by 4. Okay? Because it's a quarter circle. Okay? And then you will add the 2 numbers. Okay? You got to do your formula for area of a rectangle here. Okay? And the last thing, this is in your notes, all over your notes. Write one of the attributes of similar figures. CPS, CCA, or SF. Remember, this will be on the test. Similar figures have, write it down. If you don't know it, look in your notes, then write it 10 times so you remember.